This probably has to bring us back to 3-4 years ago. What we were realizing at that point in time was that the automation in the factory was becoming a lot more mature. But with the background and the knowledge that we had, we felt it was useful to be able to cross-pollinate our best practices and know-how into other verticals. And the timing was correct because the technology was to our advantage. Cost per unit was coming down, internet speed was moving up, and that allowed us to actually bring the best templates from the factory into other verticals, such as healthcare, retail, construction, transportation, and so on and so forth. IoT was an emerging technology at the point in time, or rather the convergence of different technology coming together to facilitate more local solutions that can eventually benefit society at large. We felt that it was important for the association to champion that cause. Hence, we pulled together a good team to organize IoT Asia, and together with the support of SINEX, we were able to convince the relevant agencies and supporters to help us start this show about 3 years back in 2012. You know, when we first mooted the idea in 2012, we had tremendous challenges trying to sell a new concept to the agencies. Today, you look around us, everyone is talking about IoT. In fact, from an unknown city, Singapore, in terms of promoting new technology, we came in 4th placing worldwide in terms of IoT event of the year. Today, many people around the world are talking about IoT, and particularly IoT Asia. That is very exciting. Singapore can once again showcase some of the best technology we can produce locally and pull together the best ideas in the region to integrate into a powerful solution that society can benefit. That excites me. The feedback I get from participants has been overwhelming. In fact, there's so many ideas for us to further improve on what we're doing, eventually to make IoT a truly international event whereby we can call it a true Asia event of the year. That's a very good question. In fact, when we first put together this concept to organize IoT Asia, smart cities was just a paper concept. But today, there are probably over 200 initiatives on smart city. The challenge is we all have the motivation, and on the other hand, we have a vision. In between is a gap. SIAA can fill the gap. There are probably 3 important transformations that we believe SIAA can help. Firstly, is a transformation of competency. Very importantly, when we introduce new technology, the workforce, the people using this technology must be able to assimilate and benefit from the technology, from the solution per se. On the other hand, if we do not train our workforce, they may reject the technology. Secondly, is a transformation of service level. With any change or introduction of technology, there must be change management. What's very important is with change management, service level must be upgraded. We need to do things differently with this technology. IoT brings a degree of automation or intelligence into the machines. And the devices can do some work for us, which typically may not be able to achieve in the current platform. So what that allows us to do is that with a more automated environment, we should be able to upgrade our service level and meet higher customer expectations. The third, of course, is the most important piece. There's a transformation of economies. It was good to hear that Singapore is actually taking a bold step forward to transform ourselves into a smart nation. I'm confident that we'll make it there, and SIA can play a pivotal role to support Singapore to transform into a smart nation. We have the experience. We have the network that can pull together the convergence of different technology to evangelize, to bring the ideas together, and support the deployment of these solutions. Well, that's like looking into a crystal ball and see what can possibly be done. I look at a society where man and machine interface can be so tightly integrated that this machine is a companion that you can work with, live with, and be trusted with to help you with your daily life. Imagine the scenario that you have a smart enabled home. Instead of having many devices, you have an e-butler who can support you with messages, reminders, security, care, monitoring and tracking, and anything that you need to do to make you more efficient. Friendly, highly conversational, and more importantly, right, is a trusted companion in your life. Extend that beyond the home, the office environment. We have done a lot of automation in the office, but today most of the office automation are fairly static. Imagine now you have a e-secretary for the office that can actually assist you and your colleagues to be efficient on the job. You extend it beyond office into the society, there's a lot more that can be done. Our life will be so much easier. We know there are local solutions that will be integrated eventually into a bigger ecosystem, and our life will be eventually highly pervasive and, more importantly, beneficial to the quality that we want to achieve. Next year is going to be a very important year. Next year we have big plans. In fact, what is interesting is that while we are putting together the show, we have now reached out to many countries around the world, not just in Asia. We've got European countries, the North American countries that are coming to us and say how they can play a part. We want to make this a truly international event. The size will get bigger, the participants will increase, and more importantly, we will want to see an import of additional technologies from other countries into the show. I see that perhaps we will probably need to look at different verticals and tracks that allow us to address more specific needs, look at more specific technology that can benefit the participants of the show. I would also like to see a cross-pollination of ideas. Ideas where a 1 + 1 equals to 3. That could be an idea that's being mooted in Singapore, and there could be ideas that's germinating in Taiwan. And if we can come together, we can form a very powerful solution. I think there's a need for the different countries to come together to share and learn from each other. There's probably a need for us to try and collaborate on common projects, and more importantly, set IoT standards that are agreeable among the different countries so that the world can be truly connected.